Hi, everyone. Listen, guys, I am too excited about today because today is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, as the word says for us to do. So I am so thankful to be here on this beautiful Sunday. I'm also thankful because we have so much to talk about today. Our topic is co-washing, but we're going to talk about my product as well. We're going to talk about our new natural line, which I introduced in Baltimore, Maryland on this past week. It was just an exciting time. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So we're cool. And, we're all getting ready for the debate. See, Women for Hillary, that's just me. And then we have my girl Trek, and I love my hair. So we're going on now. So I'm going to put this headset on. You see, I have a faux hawk today, guys. But okay, listen up. Here we come. Okay. We're loading up today, guys.
You can buy this online too, right? You can buy natural online too, right?
Hmm?
You can buy natural online too, right?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the show. I'm Trichologist Lisa Akbari, your hair doctor. And today we're going to talk about something that I'm super, super excited about: co-washing. You know what, I like to talk about co-washing because I can kind of debate a little bit. I can, debates coming up, no pun intended. Listen, we can really talk about some things that are important to you because there's some pros and cons to co-washing. And I want to talk to you today about those. I tell you what it is: no poo and co-washing. We really can't talk about co-washing without speaking about no poo. And we're going to talk about both of those things. But let's kind of recap from last week's show. Our last week's show was pretty cool because this is a topic that's really important to everyone as well. Heated tools. Heated tools that's a big deal. So many people suffer from heat damage and have those problems with heated tools, and they think that their hair is, they're losing their curl pattern and they don't know why. And we cleared up a lot of that last week. That was a great, outstanding show. I'm also going to talk about my trip to Baltimore. Yeah, I was in Baltimore and I was really excited. They have baseball games every day. I was staying right next to the convention center and then the stadium, and wow, they have a baseball game every single day. I was like, okay, guys, yeah, go, yay. But I was there doing something really special and outstanding. I was introducing a new line. I was adding to my line, and it was just for natural hair. And I was really excited about that because the natural hair, I call it a revolution. It's like revolution, and it's kind of toning down a little bit and have a steady stream. So it's moved back into the movement mode. So we have new people joining the natural hair group every day, actually. So we're going to talk about co-washing, and we're going to talk about no poo and my natural hair line. And I decided that, and I've gotten a lot of emails about this, but I decided that I wanted to do something that was just for women with natural hair, because my products work with all types of hair, and even this line, because I'm a trichologist. So even with this line, I have to really be careful to make sure that I include everyone, because I deal with everything. I tell everyone I deal with hair from Asian kinky to Asian straight to African kinky, and and everything in between. So I really like to work with my patients and make sure that I have what they need. And one of the things that they have to have is good maintenance, whether they have natural hair or whether they have chemically treated hair. So anytime I make a product, I make a product with that can work with all types of hair. But my natural hair line, it has some really, really substantial. I'm trying to think of that cool word for it. It has some really, really, some really good support items, and for natural hair. Oh my goodness! If you're wanting your fro to just be soft and healthy. See, I'm rocking my Fro Hawk today, but my headset, gotta have it to hear you guys. My headset is like messing up my fro a little bit, so we're gonna deal with that. But still, if you want that natural, soft, natural shine, no tangles, it cuts out the whole detangling process. You should definitely check out my new line. Now, someone asked about price list and all that. This is just a soft intro, but we're going to get all that up this week, so you'll have that as well. My phone lines are open at 901-535-9342. That's 901-535-9342. Let's see if we have a caller. Oh, I think we do. Let's get them on. Hi there, and welcome to Ask the Hair Doctor. You have a question for me? Happy birthday, Anita. You know we're going to do one better. Come on, niece. We're going to sing to Anita. Happy. She says she's not. Okay. All right. So thank you. We got to sing to Anita. Come on in, niece. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anita. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yay, Anita. Happy birthday. Tomorrow is Anita's birthday. So, Anita, happy birthday to you, because Anita listens to us every day. So that's from Nisi and I. We didn't pull Mr. Mark over in here because I know he can sing. So I just know he can. But you got by with that one, Mark. But you know, we'll get you next time. But thank you, Anita, for letting us know about your birthday. I will be remembering you on tomorrow. Have fun. Enjoy your day, as my sister Beth Johnson said. Go out and celebrate you. I love when she says that to her listeners. That's my girl, Beth Johnson. Okay, so now we're going to get back to the show. Okay, so co-washing. Let's talk a little bit about it. I have some questions that people have about co-washing, and I'm just going to get into those. We're going to make it like a Q&A session, but I do want to tell you what co-washing and no pooing is. First, let's start with the one that we have in print that's on topic, co-washing. Co-washing is basically where, and I'll tell you why people want to do it. It's basically where you may shampoo once a month, or may shampoo once every 2 months, or even further apart, and then you run conditioner through your hair. That's basically what you do. You just use conditioners and run it through the hair. Now, instead of shampooing it every time it's wet, you may co-wash every day, what they're calling quote unquote co-wash, and you may only shampoo once every, like I said, month once, and some people do once every 2 weeks, but some people go even beyond 6 months. It's something. It's amazing. But why do we do it? Why do we want to co-wash? The reason why most people will co-wash their hair is because they're quote unquote co-wash, because you actually wash clothes and wash cars and you shampoo hair. You know how I feel about that. But co-washing, quote unquote, is something you do because you really want to get rid of the tangles. You want your hair soft. Some people are really afraid of shampoos, and they're afraid of shampoos. They feel like, okay, if I don't shampoo, then I won't have hair that's as dry. And they're really concerned about having really dry hair. So that's the big deal for a lot of folks. So they run the conditioner through. And the thing that's dangerous is that some people believe that you can actually get your hair clean with co-washing. Well, let me tell you, conditioner cannot clean your hair. So you can take that washing or shampooing off the end, co-shampooing, co-washing, whatever you want to call it, because you're not getting it clean. All right. The other one that really is pretty much serious and kind of dangerous is the no poo. No poo are folks who have decided shampoo is horribly bad for our hair. So we not only need to limit it, we need to eliminate it. So they want to stop shampooing altogether. Now, I'm going to say what they do with no poo, they decide that they will not use shampoo. They'll just run conditioner through, and they will have softer hair. They will have detangled hair, and they believe that conditioner will clean the hair. Now, there's positive and negative charges to these shampoos and conditioner, and my chemist can explain it better, and we talk about it on my website, lisaakbari.com, because I'm on with my chemist. I think that's posted already. I don't know if it is. It's not. Nisa says it's not. Well, we're going to get that posted. I did an interview with my chemist 2 weeks ago. And okay, and we're going to get that up on the site if it's not already on there. And we talked about some of those positive negative charges. So when you have a shampoo, your shampoo is going to actually attract the dust, dirt, and debris. It can't differentiate with that head and tail molecule and those charges. It can't differentiate whether this is conditioner or whether it's dust, dirt, and debris. So you have to have a cleansing molecule in there. And when you don't, then all you're doing is creating something I call cosmetic pollutants. So cosmetic pollutants are it's a problem. And we're going to talk about building up those negative buildups. But let's go to our phone lines and see what you have to say. Hi there, and welcome to Ask the Hair Doctor. You have a question for me? Hi. Hi there. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Yes, thank you for calling, Jackie. So you came in for your analysis, and it was so wonderful to meet you. Yeah, how do you feel? How things going? Tell me about it. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. So yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about that, because this is great. This is great. And I'm so glad you called on the show, because your question will help others, because this is really about a balancing act. Now, Jackie, I can't remember. What's your last name? Do you mind telling me? I just want to pull up your program. Okay. You say it again. Spell it. Oh, Scott. Okay. I remember Jackie. I just didn't remember your last name. Okay. Let's see. What I want to do is Jacqueline. Okay, because that's what I have here. Okay, let's pull that up, because what I want to do is talk about your steps, because everything when you're dealing with your hair, it's about a balance. And that's what you had a problem with, very low moisture levels, and you can get out of balance very easily. Once we do your treatment, like we started with a detox, so we start to break up a lot of those pollutants. I know that felt really good, didn't it? And your hair was balanced, but you've got to remember, you have tears in the cuticle. You have problems with your strand that will cause your hair to become out of balance easily. So that's why we do this whole repetitious thing with this program. So it's consistency. So if you look down on your program, we have a couple of styles there. And then we have some things that we say at night, how you treat your scalp, and at night how you treat your hair. So now your souffle, what we're going to do is, we have that you should use your hair vitamins. We have that you should use, now you have your hydrating detangling souffle. Is that one of the products that you purchased? Okay, I was going to say, because what I felt with your hair, if you spray, have you done this with your dressing for bed? Have you spray your hair with your hair vitamins? And that's down to the ends, right into the twist. Now, this is if you are wearing, like, sometimes you said, well, you work with leaving it twist nightly. If you do that, then you spray on top of the twist. If you don't, then you're going to, if you did a twist out that day, then you're going to make sure that you put the hair vitamins on your ends, and then you can open the hair and get it to the hair close to the scalp. So you'll be layering. So whichever one you do, you start with spraying your hair vitamins on the ends and then close to the scalp. And then you take your hydration, and you put your hydration on your ends and hair close to the scalp. And then you're going to go ear to ear, front to back, so you're covered. Put your Moisture Plus on your hairline, and then naturally texture down your strands, and then you're ready to twist. If you do that and layer, see, this is about even any product, I don't care how great it is, if it does not touch the strand, it's not going to actually do its job. That makes sense? Right. So that's why you have to have even distribution and product placement. So it has to get on all the strands, placing it on all the strands. So that's what I mean with that. So if you do that, you tie it down with a clean satin scarf, or you can sleep on a satin pillowcase, then in the morning, you just take a little of your oil and reverse it. And then you simply open up the twist. Now, with that being said, you don't have to, once you get stable, you won't have to use all these products. Hydrating Detangling Souffle is a excellent product for helping to shoot the moisture level to the roof. I mean, it is wonderful, but I didn't recommend that to you necessarily, because this is your step to slowly get your hair back in shape. It's not a band-aid. I made the product Hydrating Detangling Souffle not to band-aid, because it does nourish the hair, but it was to help, like a cheat sheet. It was like, okay, quickly, I have a 911, I have tangles, my hair is dry, okay, go on and use it. So if you're not able to balance it, go on and use your souffle. But if you follow your steps, you'll find that your souffle is more than your hair really needs at some point. But you got to balance. That's what we call this part of your program, stabilization. So once you get out of stabilization, you're going to be great. Well, you should look at your even distribution and product placement. The hair, you're not going to have, if all the hairs are feeling dry, then you have not applied your product as you should. You remember how when you got your hair in your, what we call your finish work, your hair was done, remember how much product they put on? Right. You've got to do that initially until you get better. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to make sure that you've got a nice amount of product on there, liberal amounts, and making sure it's covering your strand. What's going to happen, because your hair is so porous, some of it's going to dissipate easily. So you're not keeping it all. That's why it feels dry. So you just got to step up, and it's a balancing act. So you put a certain amount on, and then you say, okay, that's plenty. And the next morning it was hydrated. So you know that's where I go. But each night, if you say it's dry in the morning, then you got to go back and redo it. Now, how do you do something about it right then? You go on and put your souffle on, or you go on and you put just redo all the products. But you can, since you have the souffle, you can just put it on.
Oh, that's yesterday.
Yeah, it's because you're not getting an even distribution and the product placement. You're hitting and missing. So you're getting some things on, but you're not getting all of the products on. And that's where you're messing up. Yeah. You're not getting all of the products on. Keep me posted. Make sure you email me, okay? Now, remember, I gave you my card. Remember? Yeah, you have my card. I give you, and that's you in order to get me. If you're not able to get, because I was in Baltimore introducing our new natural line. So if you email me, then you can get a response no matter what and when. Lisa at lisaakbari.com. Okay, so let me know tonight. You're gonna do it that way, right? And then email me tomorrow morning or tomorrow and say, hey, it worked, or no, it didn't. And then what we'll do is we'll keep with it so I can show you a little bit more. I may have to do a little snagged video for you. We're gonna get this, we're gonna get you there. Okay, thank you so much. Alrighty, bye. Okay, this is so cool. I'm so excited about the their caller from Tyler, Texas. Yay, yay, Jackie. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, guys, so we were talking about co-washing and no poo. And I was about to tell you about these pollutants. What happens when you put conditioner on and you don't clean? What you have is negative buildup that will develop. This negative buildup will be in the form of a cosmetic pollutant, which is hair product, your conditioner, because what it's doing is sticking to your environmental pollutants and your scalp pollutants. If you don't shampoo, then you're not cleaning away the dust, dirt, and debris that you had for the last few days, few weeks, few months, or whatever. If you don't shampoo, you are not moving the debris from your dead skin cells from the last few weeks, last months, or whatever, however long. So it's important to make sure that you are cleaning. Now, with that being said, you need to look at your cleansers and make sure they work with your hair. Many women have had an issue with cleansers because the surfactants, the cleansing agents, are the pH, the shampoo itself is really high. It's really harsh, and you don't want harsh chemicals. You want to make sure that you're using something as natural as possible. And let me tell you guys, you can't make a shampoo without putting something in it that's man-made. You don't want it to be, you want it to be renewable. You want it biodegradable. You want it sustainable. You want to make sure that it's not harmful to the environment. You don't want to test it on animals. You want it vegan. You want to make sure of those things, but you want to make sure that it is not, you got to make sure that you have the man-made ingredients that will help support the natural ingredients. That's why so many of you are doing these 100% natural. Oh, I got a cactus juice or ash rinse and clean. No, you can't do it because it doesn't clean. Some of these things like apple cider vinegar, rinses, all of these will break up and break down, but they don't actually clean. So that's what's missing. You've got to clean. Okay. All right, guys. So that is crucial. So if you guys have some questions, I see you guys are logging in. We had a chat here just a second ago. Let's go back and take a look at that. She said, hi, Lisa. I can't wait. I think we're paused here. Let's see. Let's get this on back online. She said, hi, Lisa. I can't wait to try your new line. I'm suffering from protein overload. And before we get any further in this, let's turn this down. Before we get any further, protein overload of a myth. Can I tell you what that really isn't? It's translate that into protein imbalance. And there's a delicate protein and moisture level within the hair shaft that must stay balanced. And if you're using protein only, and you're going to have a problem with your hair dehydrating. So you'll start saying, well, I'm protein overload, but you're really not protein overload. You're more like protein out of balance. You've got to have protein for strength, and you've got to have moisture for balance, moisture for hydration. So you got to have the balance of it. And so you want to just stop trying to guess at it, because if you do too much protein, you're going to have dry, brittle hair. If you use too much moisture or moisture only without protein, you're going to have flyaway and frizzy hair. So you want to make sure that and it's really challenging for women of color or women with kinky natural hair to even have a problem with too much moisture. I will say that because our hair will just like, yay, thank you so much. I love it. It's so soft. Our hair loves moisture. Okay. I guess that's the point you got. It does. But really don't want to use moisture only because at some point it'll just be this frizzy flyaway stuff and you won't be able to manage it as well. So you won't, and it'll be weaker. It'll be soft, but it'll be weak. So you don't want that. Okay. So you're not protein overload. You just need to get balanced. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, if you said I'm allergic to protein, then if you don't break out in a rash or you're not red bumps around your ears, you're not allergic. It's usually just you're out of balance. Your hair is just dead keratinized cells. So keep in mind, guys, that you are not going to be allergic to protein in most cases. You're just not going to be allergic to that unless your skin is telling you, because that's the only live portion. Once you get beyond the epidermis, your dermis in those areas will respond negatively if something touches your epidermis that is you're allergic to. Dermatitis or allergic reaction, and if you don't have those little signs or signals where redness, irritation, pimples, things like that, fine red bumps in other words, then you're probably not protein sensitive, and you're probably not, if you're protein overload, it's because you're out of balance. Okay, all right, our phone lines are open. I'm trichologist Lisa Akbari. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much for sharing your Sunday with me. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. You're my cyber family. I have so much fun, and I always tell people when I meet them out, or my patients when I am doing analysis, I said, now be aware, I am so goofy on my shows because that's my time that I get to have fun with my cyber family. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you have a question for me, you can chat with me right now. You can go to my Lisa Akbari page on YouTube. We're streaming live, or you can call in at 901-535-9342. That's 901-535-9342. Thank you so much for the callers. And again, we have to make sure we say, remember to think about Anita tomorrow on her birthday. Okay, so we have some questions. I'm going to go to some of the questions from the emails, and I'm going to wait for your questions. And then I'm also going to get my chat box. Make sure it's up and ready so that I can see any new questions that may come up. So you guys get ready. All righty. So this is a question. I have natural hair and I don't want to use shampoo because it dries my hair out. One of my friends suggested that I just rinse my hair and then use a conditioner to make sure that the hair stays soft. Will this actually clean my hair? And that's what we just talked about. Co-washing, no, this is no poo in what she's mentioning. So no, it will not clean your hair because you cannot clean your hair with conditioner. It's just like trying to take a shower with lotion. Can't do it. You have to have some, your skin will feel soft, but over a period of time, you have something called cosmetic pollutants, and cosmetic pollutants will eventually cause a flake on your scalp, which will be cosmetic in nature. It eventually cause an itchy scalp, and it will eventually cause problems with a dull head of hair. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so that's the answer to that question. Next one. I have been co-washing my hair for 6 months. At first, I absolutely loved it. See, this is what I'm saying. My hair was soft and easy to manage. Now my hair seems a little dull and seems to tangle easily. What can I do to fix this? You can clarify. You can go right in and you can clarify. Now you can go on my website at lisaakbari.com and you can get my clarifying shampoo. Now, clarifying means to put at a pure natural state. It does not mean to strip. What you have when you have these high pH shampoos, these high pH pass beyond what our hair pH is, because our hair is slightly acidic in reaction. So we have to have pH on our shampoo that is going to give us more of an acidic pH, like 4.5 to 5.5. I like the hair better under the microscope at a 5.5 pH. So my shampoo is 5.5. And that's what I was sharing with some of the folks when I was in Baltimore. One of the things they said, well, what's so great about your product? I said, first, I'm a trichologist. So that in itself is going to be a big plus. And the reason why it's so important, it's not just a spin. It's important because I don't just make a product. I want to see how that product works with our hair. I want to see how our hair responds to that product. And one of the things that I found is that we will not dry out with deep cleaning if our pH is more acidic. So the thing that you need to do with this problem is you need to go in and you need to do a clarifying session. And this is how you do it. Number one, you get an applicator bottle and put your clarifying shampoo. We have cleansing, clarifying, and balanced shampoo, or you can use our cleanser 5.5 if you want to try a natural product. And remember, if it's not up there, let's just go with the clarifying. And someone asked me what was the difference between those, our two lines. The difference in the two lines, and I may have already said this earlier, but I want to repeat it, is all of my products will be, and that's why I never wanted more than one line, all of my products will work well with all types of hair. I wanted to really deal with some specifics for natural hair. I know that we need more oils, and I know that we need higher moisture levels. With relaxed hair or naturally straight hair, it's only so much of that our cuticle can handle before we feel limp. But with natural hair, it's like, yum, yum, eat 'em up. You ever heard that? Remember that term? Wow, I love it. Yay. So with natural hair, we love that. So no worries. So that's the difference. It's just I step things up just another notch for natural hair. But everything is great. All of my products are biodegradable, renewable, sustainable. You don't have to worry about it, the environment going crazy because we've got these petroleums going down the drain, and now they can't be dissolved. We want to do some things that are clean products, and then we don't want it to bother your system, toxic to the system. There's a lot of debate about certain surfactants and what they will do and what they won't do. The biggest thing is some of them will dry out, but causing cancer and all those. I mean, I look at studies that say this is just absolutely not true. I look at blogs that say it is. The difference in a study saying it's not true and a blog means that somebody took the time to study this and see, let's find some truth to this. And so, no, it's not true. So no worries. I'm going to make a product that is going to be clean, it's going to be safe, and your hair is going to love it. So with that being said, if you clarify your hair, stay with 5.5 pH, then you're going to pick up all those foreign objects, conditioners and cones and everything you've used on your hair over those 6 months where you got that cosmetic pollutant. Then it's going to start to dissolve that over a period of time. And then eventually you're going to feel your hair. Like when I feel my hair, I feel hair. I don't feel a whole bunch of pollutants, and I'm not heavy and those kinds of things. You want to be hydrated, but you do not want to be overloaded. Okay, guys? We don't go from bad to worse. And this is just an accident waiting to happen. That's what co-washing is. So that's the thing. You can fix it, yes, but you just kind of have to give yourself some time. It probably will take you about 7 weeks. It depends on the buildup, but 6 months depends on how long that you what you use. So if it's been 6 months and you've used a lot of cones, a lot of really waxy products, and a lot of products that don't rinse clean, then it's going to take you longer than 7 weeks. It may take 12 weeks, but after 12, it should be done. And if you'd like to email me, lisa@lisaakbari.com, I will write you a program and give you some support as you get through this. Just remember that, okay? And recommend certain products for it. Yay. Okay. The next question is, my stylist wants me to use a conditioning shampoo. This is a good question. But I have heard you should use a pH balanced shampoo. Is this correct? I am completely confused. I understand why you're confused. Let's make some points here. Her stylist wants her to use a conditioning shampoo. Let's talk about why the stylist wants you to use a conditioning shampoo. Because a conditioning shampoo detangles. A conditioning shampoo makes the hair soft. That's why she wants to do it. She said she heard that you should use a pH balance shampoo. Well, not a pH balance, because the average values on the pH scale is 0 to 14. So the balance, the center of that is 7. Well, the hair is 100 times plus more acidic than 7. So you want to stay with more of an acidic balance shampoo. So you want to use a shampoo that has the pH of your hair, which is 4.5 to 5.5. That's crucial. So what do we do here? We don't use a shampoo that's conditioning shampoos, because conditioning shampoos will cause a problem with a buildup of cosmetic pollutants over a period of time. So, and you don't want to use a pH balanced shampoo. You want to use a more acidic shampoo, mildly acidic. Remember that, because what that's going to do is stay in line with your hair and the pH of your hair. pH tells you how alkaline or how acidic it is, how soapy, that's the one word. And you got to think about, even with the acidic, you can't go too low, because too low will dehydrate, like vinegar rinses, those kind of things. They're really low and you will dry out as well. So you want to stay right in that range. That's so important. It's crucial. So I'm really excited about this. My show is about co-washing, if you're just tuning in. I'm trichologist Lisa Akbari, your hair doctor, and I think we have about 25 more minutes. For the next 25 more minutes, I will be your hair doctor, and my phone lines are open at 901-535-9342. That's 901 WD 535 WDIA. And just remember to tell your friends, and I know a lot of you have figured this out. I am local on my WDIA studio. I'm right here in WDIA studio here in Memphis, Tennessee. But I'm also international because of iHeartRadio. Don't you just love iHeart? Because that allows my patients, clients, and customers to hear me all across the world. And so that I'm truly grateful to iHeart about. So you can download that free iHeart app. Just download it on your phone and you can hear me anytime. The other thing is I'm on YouTube, which I'm excited about. Thank you, YouTube, because I can stream live, which those of you who can see me can see my frohawk and my highlights. Yeah. My frohawk, you can see that I am streaming live and I archive everything. So this will be right on my site. So you'll be able to see that, like me online, and you'll be able to hear me. So if you say, hey, you know, we talked about co-washing on Ask the Hair Doctor. Oh, I missed it. Well, it's archived. You can send the link to a friend, and we'll be tweeting about it. We'll go on and tweet that today so everyone know, and we'll do some Instagram. Yeah, we need to do a 1 minute Instagram so people will know. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so with that, let's see. Like I said, my phone lines are open at 901-535-9342. That's 901-535-9342. And if you want to chat with me, you can go to my Lisa Akbari page on YouTube and you can chat a question, and I'll be more than happy to answer that question for you. Okay, so let's go on my website, and I'm going to, I think we're already there. Let's see. Let's go on my website. Yeah, there we are. And we are going to look at our natural hair line and talk a little bit about the line. And we're going to list all the products in the line so that you know what I am doing. Now remember, if you're using my hair nutrition system, and it's working well for you, stay with it. If you feel like you need just a little extra, then you can move over to the line and you're natural. So that is not a problem, and I'll just be with you all the way. Okay, so let's take a look. And, you know, I want to look at, before we do that, now we're doing co-washing. Next week, we're going to talk about something that's pretty exciting. I touched a little bit on it today. We're going to talk about bentonite clay, apple cider vinegar, rinses, Those are two huge that people think they can clean their hair with. Bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar. So we're going to talk about that next week. So I wanted to get that in before I actually forget. Okay, so let's go to our natural. Now, if you go on my website, lisaakbari.com, you will see on the website that where we have my new line, natural, and my new natural product line, non-toxic and perfect for all hair types. Because so many people worry about this product being toxic to the system, and it is not toxic to the system. I'm having so much fun with this new line because I'm just really going to the next level with how I'm expressing myself to the world, which is why I love it. And I really think I'm just going to do it with every line, every part of the line. But before every line I have, which I have two, and then of course my in-clinic and salon treatments that we have. But one of the things that I'm doing that I'm just going to skip over everything and talk about this, we're doing something called giving back, and it's community outreach. And I just really believe in giving back. And I really want you to know that you can be a part of it. And I just want to partner with everyone to give back because I think it's crucial. We do something every year during October, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We talk about violence against women. That's something that we do as well. And there are a lot of shelters for women and homeless shelters just for women in our own community. But you have them in your community as well. So I believe in giving back, and I just want you to be a part of that giving back. So for every bottle of shampoo that you purchase or that I sell, we're going to donate a bottle of shampoo to a woman's homeless shelter in our community. And the way I want you to help me with that is when you purchase a bottle of our shampoo, then just let us know, hey, you know what? This is the homeless shelter that I am. You can just send me an email. I just purchased this shampoo. And I know we'll get flooded with emails, but we'll just get some folks to volunteer and help us sort through all of this. We'll make it work because there are a lot of women that if you've ever visited a homeless shelter for women, a lot of women, they just don't have things they need. I mean, they just don't have it. It's not like you're choosing to co-wash or no poo. They don't have certain things. And so we want to make sure we support that. So every time you purchase a bottle of shampoo or every time we sell one, we're going to give to our local homeless shelter. And if you say, hey, I want to work with a homeless shelter in my community and I want to build this up, and I have a group of women that are willing to buy product, we're going to not only give shampoos, we're going to do some other things. Like I'm going to do some Google Hangouts where I'll let the women in the homeless shelter actually sit around and they can have somebody to moderate it where they can get a list of questions and I can answer those questions just for that group. Wouldn't that be so cool? See, that's why I'm just like bursting with excitement about this because, at the end of the day, what God puts in your hand is for you to open up that hand and give it back. It's not to ball your fists up and say, okay, mine, mine, mine. There's a story in the Bible, and I'm not going to do a bunch of quoting and messing up scriptures and stuff, but I do want to say this. As one man said, I have so much and I have so many things and my barns are all full. And he said, I know what I'll do. I'll just build bigger barns and fill those barns so I'll have plenty, and then I'll be able to sit back and relax. And then the Lord said to him, you know what? He said, you fool. Your soul will be required tonight. You will die tonight. So now you're building up stuff on earth when you should be building up for the kingdom. And I feel like and the Bible tells us clearly to do that. And so when we give back, I don't care what it is. Sometimes we think, oh, we need to be a minister. We need to be this. Your ministry is right here. It's in your house. It's when you know about something that someone needs, it's right there. It's everywhere. So you don't have to have this formal ministry to be able to give back. And that's why I say, you know what? God put in my hand, he allowed me to be a trichologist. He's blessed me as a trichologist. He's blessed me to develop these product lines and work with my chemists to do so. Then I'm going to do something and I'm going to give it back. So I wanted to talk about that before I even talked about the product because I'm so excited about that. So guys, tell me if you think that this is something that you'd like to be involved in, because if it is, I would love to have you involved. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Let's get over here. See if we can get back online. Okay. All right. So now our phone lines are open, and we're talking about co-washing today, but I'm introducing my new line as well. That's one of the surprise things that I'm doing today. But my phone lines are open to answer your questions. I know, and I see you guys are tuning in, but you can call me if you have a question for me, or you can chat with me at 901-535-9342. That's 901-535-9342. And we're talking about co-washing, and we're talking about giving back, and we're doing all these wonderful things, and I'm really excited to have you guys involved. So here we are, and there it is. Okay, let's get over here now. I think we have a question. She said, hi Lisa, it was to blast your hair with a long product. Would you okay if I was blast my hair with a, I'm not sure about the question, but she asked about how she removed a product if she was to blast her hair with a lot of product. I mean, it's the same thing with clarifying. You need to clarify the hair. You need to put, and I didn't mention how you actually do that. You take an applicator bottle, you put the clarifying shampoo in the applicator bottle, and you you put it on the hair, starting with your ends, and then you go from ear to ear, front to back, till you get to the other side. Work it through with your fingers, the tip of the product, and you'll notice that you can take a Yorker tip, or we can send you one, or with our clarifier, or the new line will have it. And then you put a plastic cap on, put cotton around your hairline, and sit under the dryer until you actually sweat. And once you do that, then you're going to start breaking up and breaking down, because sweating is one of the ways the body kind of detox. It dumps waste and salt, but it also it helps to open up the hair. So it's a form of detoxing. So it will be great for you. And then once you've done that, you sweat for about 10-15 minutes, depending on how much detoxing you need. In other words, how dense the product is. You go on and rinse with warm water, warm as you can stand it, and then you shampoo one more time, and then you rinse it away, and then you condition it. You got to make sure you condition. So that should help a lot. So I'm hoping that I've answered your question here, Lisa. If I was to blast your hair with it, I don't know what that is, but I don't know if that's a term, but okay. All right, so there's our question. Our phone lines are open at 901-535-9342. That's 901-535-9342. And so thank you for that question, because that helped me to remember to give you the technique on how to detox your own hair, or a form of. It's not exactly what you could do in the institute or a clinic, but it is a form of detoxing of your hair. So we're talking about co-washing today, and we were just about to talk about our product line. So I'm going to go back to our page at lisaakbari.com, and we're just going to talk a little bit about products. And first, I want to tell you that our product is renewable. You don't have to worry about the ingredients being renewable, because these are ingredients that you will be able to, we're not killing plants that cannot, cannot regrow. Like, for example, we wanted to use a cactus as plant to help us with our surfactants, but it's really challenging. You know how long it takes to regrow a cactus. So we couldn't do that. Even though we think it would be okay, we couldn't do it. So we're doing things that are going to really make sure that we have a good renewable line where we can renew that product and really help to bless groups, like things like if we put argan oil in our oils. You've got a group of women. I met a lady on this week who, and I'll be talking about her group a lot this week and in the future. I mean, she is working with a group of women that are actually getting and pressing the oils from the seed. She actually had from the nut, she actually had a necklace made out of the shell from the argon. I mean, she was just a wonderful, exciting person. We talked so much. It was great. And so these are helping individuals. So you can grow these plants and nuts and seeds, and you can grow them and make, this will cause us to help individuals in certain villages. It'll help it'll help with the economy because it'll help with creating jobs. So this is all just really good. Biodegradable is one of the things that we definitely want to look at, because when you have a product, when it rinses down the drain, you want to make sure that it goes down that drain, keeps the earth clean, and nothing is going to sit around on the earth and pollute the earth that way. So we're excited about that. And our bottles are 100% recyclable. So that's pretty cool. We've always done that. And sustainable. We want to make sure that we're doing things that are going to really, really help with keeping the, everything sustained. We want to make sure that we're not destroying the earth, the system, anything as relates to our planet, because you got to think about those things. That's really, really important. There's no SLS. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so afraid of the sodium lauryl sulfates. They're afraid of these sulfates. We don't put any of those in our product. No paraben, no petroleum, no artificial dyes. Our products they're non-toxic to the body system. They're never tested on animals. They're vegan. So there's no animal product in our products as well. So we're pretty excited about that, because I met some wonderful people, and your feedback helps me a lot, because I look at products and I look at what really will make a product a shampoo, and it's crucial to me that we make a shampoo that will do its job. But also, we don't want to do the job of cleaning the hair and then destroy the planet. We don't want to do anything that can be problematic for your body. So those things are important. So I do look at all that. But one of the things that I realized, that there are people who really are afraid of certain ingredients. And I'd say that what I'm trying to do with some of my products and changing certain things, and we've been doing that over the years, is because of your feedback, what you want. So you tell me what you want, and that's going to help a lot with what we do. Now, if you're out there and you're a buyer and you want to have our product in your store, you can go on that same webpage, and you can just click on give me your information, and we'll be happy to get that in your store. But if you're a customer, you're someone who just wants to purchase our product, you can go on or when the products get in certain stores, you can just say, hey, listen, I purchased this at this particular store, and I have a question. And they'll give you a direct line into Lisa Akbari, me, and I'll be your hair doctor. But those are two things that we're really excited about doing, because I want to make sure that whoever determines that they want to purchase my product, that they have my support. Whoever determines that they want to sell my product in their salon or their store or wherever, they have my support. I mean, it's just really, really important to me, because you have my support. You need to know, especially with retailers, and I talked to a lot of them this weekend, it's important that when you go in and you purchase and this is important to the retailers as well as to you, when you go in and you purchase a product from a salon or online or website, just like you noticed the Jackie earlier, she had questions. So I'm going to help her through something that she might have had problems with forever if I didn't. So with me having this on my website, that you can actually email me and get some answers, then that gives you the right support. So if you are a retailer and you have my product on your shelf, then you are going to, when the customer has a question, they're going to come to me, and they're not going to come back and complain about the product on your shelf. So it's some great support. And then you're not going to feel like a customer, like, oh, it's just another line that I can purchase without anyone helping me. So that's why I do these blogs, these shows. You can do, and Thursday will be online, and it's called Ask the Hair Doctor. And we're doing a cyber reading. We're going through my book, Every Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair. So we're really excited about that, because this talks in my books. I teach a lot about how to deal with your hair and how to really work with your own hair. So, okay, so we're going to go down our list of products. Yay, because we're almost out of time. We have about 6 minutes left. I think that's about right. Yeah, we're going to talk about first our shampoo. This amazing shampoo, and I always call it amazing because shampoo is has gotten a bad name and a bad rap. So it's called Cleansers. It's 5.5, and it is totally step 1. You can't do step 2 without step 1 because you're going to get in trouble eventually. So this amazing shampoo will deeply cleanse your hair and scalp, and it'll put your hair at a pure natural state without stripping, because that's the big thing with clarifiers. Many folks are saying, well, it strips my hair. Well, stripping removes natural and unnatural, and clarifying only removes what's unnatural. So it's not going to strip the hair. It has a pH of 5.5, which is really, really important. Because 2 things. 1, it's going to be acidic like your hair, as we talked about earlier. It's also going to clarify, and with that pH, is going to help and prepare your hair for deep conditioning of your hair, as well as any treatments that you're going to put on your scalp. But it's also going to protect your hair, preserve the layers of your hair and scalp, and it has that wonderful pH of 5.5. There's no sulfates, no DEA in this product, no parabens, and it's biodegradable. Yay! It's wonderful. And that's our amazing shampoo. And then we have step 2, which is our stabilizer. So as we have our cleanser, and now we're stabilizing. If your hair is unstable, breaking, drying, this will help to stabilize in a deep way. This takes some time, because it's kind of like if you had a cast on a broken leg. You got to give it time to heal. Well, this is what we're doing with our strand. All these tears, all these areas that are damaged on your shaft, you need some time to do that. So it's a clean conditioner, so it doesn't cause a cosmetic buildup. It'll naturally rebuild and repair your hair. It has a combination of fine, rich proteins and moistures, and it's just kind of infused into the shaft. I love it, love it, love it. It's helping your hair to obtain that balance. I'm always talking about protein and moisture balance. So it helps with that, and it's going to help with porosity, which is your ability to absorb your moistures. This is why we dehydrate, because we have all these poor porosity issues. So it's going to help to balance the porosity. It's going to leave the hair strong and hydrated. And so it's wonderful. And it's not going to cause those cosmetic pollutants. So that's our cleanser and our stabilizer. Now we have our protector. Yay. This clean product, it is wonderfully clean. And I have to say that a lot, because it's important for you to understand these products are clean, and they won't cause a negative buildup. This one of the great things about it increases elasticity. It improves the elasticity. So your hair won't break as easy, because that's a big issue for a lot of folks. It's, again, infusing some natural blends of proteins. Hemetrins is really moisturizing agents, in other words. And it protects the hair as it equalizes the porosity, feeling those torn, thin areas along the shaft, because sometimes we have tears. We have what we call chronic split ends, where the ends are split, but not only the ends, but it's also split and torn down the shaft. So it protects it. It also protects from heat damage, sun damage, dehydrating climates. It's wonderful. And then we have 2 more products, which are wonderful. They're also leave-in products. We have our hydrator. So you've got your cleanser, you got your stabilizer, your protector, now your hydrator. These are support products. You may need them, you may not need them, but I always recommend them for natural hair. This moisturizing lotion is naturally developed. It's naturally developed to raise your moisture levels and your strength, not just maintain them. It actually raises the moisture level, preventing the hair strand from becoming dry and brittle. Crucial, crucial, crucial. Hydration offers a light touch of nourishment. So the hair is resilient and soft, and it gives you a healthy moisture level. You can use it every day. Get up every day, use it every night. Okay, and then we have our sealer. You're going to love it. The sealer is wonderful because it's oils. Oils, pure oils. I don't put dense oils like you guys know. I don't use olive oil, but I use some wonderful oils, and it won't cause that negative buildup, and it'll seal in your moisture levels, okay? Okay, guys, so we are done for today. This has been a great show. I'm Trichologist Lisa Akbari. Join me Thursday for Ask the Hair Doctor and our cyber reading. And we'll see you next Sunday right here on Ask the Hair Doctor from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. right here on WDIA. To God be the glory in Jesus. On WDIA. Okay, guys, this was a great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We just went off the air, but hey, just email me. Remember to email me if you need me. You can call my institute tomorrow at 901-380-4445, or you can email me or visit my website, lisaakbari.com, so I get to take these off so I won't have to. My frohawk, if you guys can see a little bit of it. But I'm actually going to do that, this frohawk, when I do my reading. So are we doing, let's see if you guys on Instagram, let's see if we can get Lisa to do some Instagram stuff. Because, yeah, but my frohawk, I think part of it came loose. But I'm going to show you guys how I did. It's called the 1, 2, 3 faux hawk. I call it frohawk, but some people say faux hawk. So you just do the 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I will see you Thursday, and then I will see you next Sunday. You know I love you guys. You're my favorite. All right. Talk to you real soon. Have a great, wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon.